Okay, welcome back. Today we have what we made is this little wagon, little Christmas wagon. That's what we call it, a holiday wagon, whatever you would like to call it. Make a really nice gift. Just wrap it up and maybe put some candy in it, or you can go ahead and put some, some fruit in it or something like that. It'd be a really nice gift to give to somebody for Christmas, or just make them to sell them if you want to make some extra money. Now the little presents and stuff inside of here is just made out of wood blocks, and we painted them up. My wife went ahead and put the little ribbons on them and stuff. So this is what we're going to make today. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to show you guys how to do it. Okay. What we have here is the bottom board. Now, the bottom board and the two sideboards are 5/8 thick. Okay. So let's go with the bottom board. We have the bottom board is 12 and 7/8 this way here, up and down here, and 8 inches across. Okay. And then we have our sideboards, and they're 8 inches by 5 inches. Okay, both two sideboards. So that's what you're gonna need. Of course, pick out the best side, and of course, one side probably fits better than the other. Oh, this looks about the same. And then we're gonna glue these and staple. Now I'm using 1 inch staples. So you can use a brad gun if you want to use a brad gun. Uh, if you use 1 inch staples, you can probably use them longer. I've just been using a little bit shorter ones. But we're gonna go ahead and glue ours anyways. So, okay. Now what I did here first, before we glued those together, and what I kind of did is, there's a couple slats that go on the bottom of this. Okay, on the bottom. What I did is I laid 2 of them down, and we'll give you the measurements on that. But I laid them down like this, and then I stuck a side up here like this, another side like this, and I'll show you once I get this put together. You'll understand why I kind of brung the inside up just a little bit, and we'll just go ahead and staple these and glue them. Okay, put a little bit of glue on this side, and I'm going to put the glue in here. Um, okay, let's do this side here. Looks good like that. Okay. Do this other side. Okay. Okay, there you go. So once we get the side slats on here, that would be these ones here. Now, what I did with the side slats, I just started at the top, the first one. These are, let's see if I have somewhere marked down. Okay, these would be 14 inches long. So they'll be 14 inches this way. I have 1.25 inches this way here, like this, and then a 1/2 inch thick. So it'll be 1/2 inch thick. And I started up here on this top part right here, and then you put 3 of them down, space it with one of your other ones. Just use it as a spacer, I guess. You'll have 2 here, and then of course you want a spacer, and then one more here at the bottom. just like that. Now it could be off a little bit. I didn't make them where they was right on the bottom. I made them where I can use the same size boards here. And of course, I could have made that a little bit bigger, but it wouldn't came out to 3/8. It came out to different measurements. So I wanted to use these as spacers, so that's why like these are cut for 3/8. So we'll have 3/8 gap in between these. And it doesn't matter on the bottom. It can be a little bit off. It's not gonna hurt anything. Okay, let's go ahead and get some glue on this first one. Do the next one here. Just repeat it on the other side. The last one, we're just going to take a guess at it, because I'm for sure if somebody sees it, they're probably not going to mention it. Okay, there you go. This is what you end up with. This is your wagon part, and you can see where it's kind of sunk down in here. And that's what we're going to do with that is we're going to end up putting a couple small boards here. Okay, another little board here. Now these ones are 8 inches, so they'll be 8 inches long, and then I have them 1.5 inches wide and 1/2 inch thick, and that would basically be the size of these over here. You can see on the sides here, so it'd be like this. Now we want to get a measurement from here, from the end up to here. So let me give you that measurement. All right, if we measure from the front piece back and just put you a little marker about 2 inches back, that's what I'm doing for the front. I'll show you here in a minute. Let's go to this side. Another 2 inch over here. Another 2 inch here. And then we take these boards and just right on the end here, just kind of line them up, you know what I mean, like this. And then we want to staple those down and glue them. And then one on this side, just like that. Okay. Just make sure they don't come through. Okay, because you can use a smaller staple. I'm still using a 1-inch. I just want to make sure, you know, they didn't shoot through the other side. Sometimes I do that. And I don't pay attention because, you know, they change the staples. Okay, these are 2 ball slats. Now, what'll go in? It'll be like this. This is one of your axles here, and your axle is going to go on like this. Now, I did some. I did a little bit different drilling. What I did is I drilled 2 holes on the inner side and 2 on the outside. And the 2 insides are actually to hold the wheels from coming back hitting the wood pieces. That's what I kind of did that. But you don't have to do that if you don't like, you know, if you don't want it that way. I got one already done, but so what I just took a little hammer and then just go ahead and, you know, tap these in here. Another one here. Go down a little bit first, a little bit bigger than this. So we got a rod right here. Like I said, this is 12.5 inches long. And then it's also 3/4 inch. Now, each one of these dowel rods, we cut those. We made the wheels, okay? So the wheels fit in here. And just enough room to drive the dowel rod down onto the sides here. And then, you know, that was basically was it. This one here probably fits a little bit better. And this side fits a little bit better. I got one of them just a little close, but I think I can get that pen, you know, dowel rod down in there. But what they do is I just stuck them in the middle, like, or not the middle, but behind it. So, you know, if the wheel went to turn, it wouldn't just drag on the side of the paint. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like you're going to, you know, roll this thing around in the house unless you're a very young kid gets a hold of it and wants to put stuff in it, which you could make it to do that. It don't have to be. It can actually be a toy wagon if you want for a very small child. But we made the wheels with a 3/8 hole inside of those 2. So we're basically almost done with it. All we have to do now is go ahead and get the axles put on here. So we're using, like I said, we're using a couple different dowel rods. I'm using them. I have a, let me see it here. I got a 5/16, a 3/4 here, and I think this one was a 3/8. Yeah, so it's 5/16, 3/8, and 3/4 what I got on the dowel rods. But like I said, you can make them all the same. Just drill back a little bit, but you can't drill back too far because then the axle's not going to set. See what I'm saying? That's all you got. That's all the slack you're going to have in them. Unless you make your axle a bit longer, you could probably make it, you know, maybe 12 3/4, so we'll have a little bit more room if you end up bringing these back, and you know the axle will stick out for you. But I try to drill them as close as I can to the end. You know what I'm saying? And then that way, you know, your little studs. I did that one over here a little bit different, but the wheels are a little bit different width. They're thicker here. So these wheels are 3/4 inch. The wheels I put on that thing, I think they were 5/8. It's just something a piece of wood I had, and I thought that, you know, the 3/4 went easier for you to make it because, you know, basically you pick up the 3/4 wood at your you know, lumber store. So I figured maybe people would have a little bit more slack, or you know, people would have a little bit more wood left over 3/4 inch than they would 5/8. Okay, all I did with these, and I just put them here. Now, you know, you don't have to worry about which way. You know, if you don't get these centered, you know, because they're going to be behind the wheels, and we'll show you here. So we'll just get it centered right here in the middle. Make sure I got a long enough staple. I might get a little bit bigger staple here. So if I shoot staples down in there, let's go this way. Right, 1 3/8. So about 3/8 of an inch, a little bit bigger than what I've been using. I've been using just a 1 inch. So that's 1 inch. Here it is. And then just you can mark the center if you like. You know, in the center of that board, you can go ahead and put a mark in the center of it. So it's to be. I can't see the thing here again. 3/4. 3/4 would be in the middle of 1.5 inches. Yeah. So if you would mark it 3/4 of an inch with that 2 inch, you know, that 2 inch, just 2 inch slat right there. And then you can line those axles up if you like. Just right on both of these. That thing bowed. Nah, it ain't bowed. Oh, I thought it was bowed. We got one of them. Okay. Okay. So you can actually make these axles a little bit bigger if you want to go. Like I said, you can go probably 3/4 inch. So I think I have them. Let me check again just to make sure. Well, it's actually, this one here is a little bit bigger. So around 12.5 inches. I'd go a little bit longer on them just to make them a little bit more comfortable here. Because I think that's what I did on the other one. Now these are 5 inches. Well, you can probably pick these up at Walmart or Michael's some kind of craft store. I don't know if they have them that thick like that, but this is 3/4 inch thick. I just made these on the saw over there, and then put them on like this. You need 4 of them, 5 inches. Okay, and then we would take these like, you know, the little pins, and then just drop the little pins on the sides here to hold the wheels. This is the wrong size pin. I don't want to put those on there because I'm going to paint it. Pull these wheels back off, paint them, and then put them back on. So we're just going to go with that. So, and then we have the front piece. This front piece here is 5 inches. So it's 5 inches by 2 inches and 3/4 inch. That's just a piece of scrap wood is what I had. Find your center. Whatever way you want your front, you know, make sure you want your front. So we got 4.5 inches for center, and then we take that off at 2 inches. We got about 1 inch on this side. Good. And then just go ahead and line this up. I'll put a little glue on that. Oh, watch that. I don't want to drive that long staple through there. keep the wheels like this. And there you go. You have your front little piece here. The wagon's almost done. And then, of course, I made this piece here. This is just out of a 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch stock. I had some pieces around, some scrap. We drilled us a 3/8 hole in the back here because we'll end up putting one of these dowel rods in it. And when we cut this front to get this piece here, I sandered it, okay, and then I cut this on one of the sanders. That's just use the sander. You don't have to cut this little groove if you don't want to. That's fine. You can just make it come out, or if you want to, go ahead and cut it. But I cut this on a little bit of a curve here to keep the thing from falling all the way down. You know, it'll when it's in there, it'll actually go down so far and stop. But you can probably put something in between it if you don't want it to. I didn't want mine to fall clear on the ground. But this is, I think I got this 14 inches long because I wanted to try to keep it. Yeah, I got 14 inches long, but I just wanted to try to keep it the same measurement as this thing right here. Try to keep the measurements close so you can remember them. And then drill 2 3/8 holes with 3/8 dowel rod in them. You can make this a little bit bigger. Like I did, I just cut the tops off a little bit, just kind of shape it. And then drive the pin in on the side. Now, I don't want to put it in there too far because I'm going to take it back out and paint it. And it just goes like that. Now, the thing I did for the inside to put the little guy up in here, let me go ahead. My wife's going to go, oh, you tore it all apart. Let me go ahead and get this little guy out of here. Or not, I'll show you what I did in here to make that set up. So I made a little seat here. And you can just use scrap wood where you want. And that allowed it to set down inside like this. And then you can put whatever you want. You know, like she likes this little guy here. And, you know, you can even do that with the presents or a piece of styrofoam. You can, you know, just buy a little chunk of styrofoam, put back here and paint it up, whatever red or whatever color you're going to do it. And then it can set your little gifts up a little higher. Or just leave it, you know, make something like this with just some scrap wood, stay together, and just do it like that. And then you can just set your little animal or whatever you have on top of it, and then maybe put candy or you know, or fruit, or you can just do it. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. But okay, that's it for the little red wagon, I guess you want to call it, the holiday Christmas wagon. That's what we're going to use it for. There's probably a lot of different things you can just decorate and put it in your house. A lot of people like little things like this. Real simple to make. This is all out of scrap wood, what I have here, because I have plenty of scrap wood back here to use. And we just keep coming up with different things all the time just to see what we can do with some of the wood now. If it was up to my wife, she'd have all this stuff running through the house. And of course, you would think I'd have it, but I normally don't. I try to get rid of it as soon as I can. If not, the whole house will be full of it. And that we don't want. Okay, that's it today for the little red wagon, holiday wagon, Christmas wagon. So if you guys got any comments, just leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And I really appreciate those thumbs up. I like that. And you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.